going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in. Today, what I want to talk about is preseason. It's just around the corner, and our first game is this coming Friday, 7 p.m. Arizona time against the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I get it. A lot of people are saying it's just preseason, bro. Like, why are you so excited? I'm very excited because we did not have preseason last year, and seeing preseason this year just means that we're that much closer to football and that much closer for the Arizona Cardinals to get into the regular season, which I'm absolutely super stoked about. Arizona Cardinals versus the Tennessee Titans for week 1. But let's go ahead and just focus specifically on preseason and the top 3 things that I want to see on Friday from our Arizona Cardinals, guys. Let's go ahead and roll that intro. Everybody, thanks so much for tuning back in. As always, definitely consider subscribing to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Smash that like button and put that post notification bell on as well. I am going to go live post-game Arizona Cardinals versus the Dallas Cowboys game, just to kind of see, some things I liked, some things we definitely need to work on, stuff like that, and just overall so we can have an open forum just to kind of talk back and forth with each other. So let's dive right into it, guys. The top 3 things that I want to see from this game, Arizona Cardinals versus the Dallas Cowboys. Now, we already heard Cliff Kingsbury pretty much say that we are going to see the starters in game 1. Now, whether it's only going to be a drive or 2, the full first quarter, we're not 100% sure in what we're going to see from the starters. But we are going to see Kyler Murray out there, and that brings me to my very first point. What I want to see in this game versus the Dallas Cowboys is I want to see our offense gelling. Now, and I get it. I get that, preseason, it's as vanilla as they come. I 100% agree. But I do want to see our offense, look good. Maybe Kyler Murray throw a touchdown. Maybe Kyler Murray running for a touchdown. Even if he has a long run or an awesome pass, that's the type of stuff that I want to see. The biggest reason as to why is because last year, the way that our offense ended the season, obviously Kyler Murray was hurt during that last game, but it just didn't look good for the second half of the season. And that was something that was really frustrating to see as a Cardinal fan, especially having such a hot start and starting, 5-2, 6-3, that type of, football we were seeing. We just completely took a spiral on the second half of that season. So I want to see this, offense do really, really well when we're out there. If we're only out there for 2 drives, move the ball down the field, get a couple first downs, and see what we can go ahead and do. Make sure that our offense looks good, because let's be honest here, we can do as much reps as we can in training camp, but the bottom line is you cannot replicate the real life game, and preseason is as close as you possibly can get to it. Thing number 2 that I want to see in this preseason game is I would love for the Arizona Cardinals to really take the approach of let's take a look to see what our running backs can do. Now, I know that we have a solidified spot with James Conner and, Chase Edmonds. Now, whether, Chase Edmonds is going to be number 1, Conner's going to be number 2, or vice versa. I personally think it's going to be James Conner number 1 and, Chase Edmonds number 2. I think it's going to be more of a 60-40 split, maybe something a little less, maybe something a little more. But I would love to see the other running backs that we have. We definitely just went ahead and signed Ito Smith. We have Eno Benjamin. We have Jonathan Ward. And we have another, running back out there. But those are the top 3 running backs I would like to see on this preseason. We know what James Conner can do. We know what Chase Edmonds can do. I would love to see what the other running backs can do, especially with a starting offensive line. One thing I really don't like about preseason is that we put these rookies out there not with the best players out there. So I would love to see Chase Edmonds and James Conner take a step back and really allow these other running backs to come in. And the biggest reason as to why is because I'm still a little worried when it comes down to the injury aspect with James Conner and Chase Edmonds, that we really need to get another running back to basically be that number 3 and can very well be a possible number 1 when we need somebody to, to show up and step up. So I do like what I've seen from Ito Smith. Eno Benjamin, I've been dying to see him on the field in the regular season games. When he got drafted last year, I was super stoked about it, but obviously we didn't see him very much. It was more of a Kenyon Drake and Chase Edmonds show more than anything. But that's the second thing I want to see. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th string running backs taking a good amount of load this preseason to really show what they can do. I just feel like that would be really cool to see. And the third thing I want to see in this game is I want to see our cornerbacks ball the heck out. Now, I understand right now that our top 3 cornerbacks in a lot of people's eyes is Butler, Murphy, and Alford. I understand that completely, but I would really love these young rookies that are up and coming, your Take Allens, your Marco Wilsons, and there are other free agents, signings that we ended up getting. I want them to get the opportunity to really show up here, because one thing that we need to see is that our quarterbacks can hold up to the Julio Jones, to the A.J. Browns, to all the other, top wide receivers that we'll be playing this year. I think it's very, very apparent that there's a lot of fans that are still looking at the opportunity to trade big cornerbacks into the Arizona Cardinals, because they feel like that is the most weakest spot in the defensive side of the ball, the cornerbacks. Yeah, we have Butler. Yeah, we have Alford. And yes, we have Byron Murphy, which he's coming into his own. And I've heard some rumors that he's doing very, very well. And he might be put onto the outside, but we're not quite 100% sure until we see that first regular season game. But honestly, I'm very, very excited to see what our cornerbacks can do. A player that's gotten very, very much recognition in this training camp is going to be none other than Marco Wilson. But like I said earlier in this video, training camp is as vanilla, is as scripted as you possibly can make it. Sometimes they do it without pads. You can't really replicate the regular season game. Now, preseason is as close as it comes, so that's why I would love to see Marco Wilson really get the opportunity to see if he can hold up to maybe not the top tier wide receivers, because let's be honest, there's some teams out there that do not want to play any starters this preseason at all, which is cool. That's their opinion, and that's their choice. But the Arizona Cardinals will be playing Kyler Murray. Then we will be playing Zaven Collins. We will be playing a lot of starters this game. Now, it can only be 2 drives, 3 drives, but still, that's definitely a step in the right direction to see what type of team we will be in 2021, which I'm absolutely super stoked, guys. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. That's all I got for this video, guys. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'm out.